Good afternoon. We want to get you out of here on time. We have a lot of great things to cover today. So we're going to go ahead and get the program started. How's the food? Good? Thank you, California Catering. They do an amazing job. My name is Jamie Monazon. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the San Bruno Chamber of Commerce. And I'd like to welcome you to the San Bruno Chamber's 2016 Installation of Board of Directors and the State of the City Address. With deepest gratitude to our amazing sponsors today, thank you, Skyline College. This is a beautiful place. We love being here every year. Thank you so much for having us again. Artichoke Joe's, the City of San Bruno, YouTube, George Corey's office, Pat Nielsen Consulting, and Welch Family Partners. Can we give them a hand, please? At this time, I would like to invite Vice Mayor Marty Medina to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Marty. And at this time, I would like to recognize some city officials and, first of all, our esteemed guests from the City Council. The Honorable Mayor Jim Ruane, Vice Mayor Marty Medina, Councilman Ken Ibarra, Councilman Rico Medina, and Councilwoman Irene O'Connell. Thank you. We have 3 tables of city employees and leadership for our city here, and I'd like to acknowledge them for being here. Thank you so much. Connie Jackson, our city manager, Tammy Yuki, Mark Zaffarino, Ed Barberini, Dave Downing, David Waltering, Carrie Burns, Steve Firpo, Al Johnson, Angela Latch, Jimmy Tan, Angela Kretsch, sorry. I even practiced that, I apologize. Jimmy Tan, Tim Wallace, Mark Sullivan, and Jennifer Dianos. Thank you so much for always helping with this event. She's wonderful. Thank you, Jennifer. Also here today, we have a couple of elected officials. We have Cliff Lentz from the Brisbane City Council. He's also running for San Mateo County Supervisor. We have representatives from Jerry Hill's office, Mark Hirschman. We have a representative from Assemblyman Kevin Mullen's office, that's Ben Cohn. And we have a representative from Supervisor Dave Pine's office, Dave Barrato. Thank you so much for being here. It's an honor to have you. Please join me in welcoming Pat Nielsen, our chairman of the board, outgoing chair.
Thank you, Jamie. As I was saying the Pledge of Allegiance, what struck me is we use the word indivisible all the time. And one of my things I always talk about in terms of with the board is that if we don't have a partnership with all the other groups that we interface with, then that's what happens, is we become indivisible. I believe, and I really appreciate the relationship we have with the city, with the community, and with the education system within San Bruno. And just look at this. I mean, the venue here. Dr. Stroud, thank you so much for allowing us to use this. If you take a look at it, without this vital, I think, four-legged stool of partnership, then we can't see ourselves where we're going to be 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. And it's really important from a business side. I've always watched what makes business successful. It was never about the fight. It was always about how we got it together and we collaborated. So I'm always about collaboration, always about working through the difficulties. And I certainly appreciate Mayor Wayne. It's just the whole idea of our relationship with your staff and administration, how well it's worked together, as well as I appreciate the community, the things that are changing. And in it, we hope to be a vital part of that as a business community, right? And in it, I'm really, really proud of what we accomplished this last year under the leadership of Jamie. In terms of, she can talk a bit about the accomplishments. She wanted me to say a few things. I said, no, I think you deserve more of the credit and more of the reflection of what those accomplishments are. I also am very happy to say that we are, in a way, revitalizing the board with new members, younger members, with a fresh outlook that is more relevant and pertinent to what's going on today. And that's a good thing. I mean, a bit of the old, I represent a bit of the old, past chair, and I plan, and then we have Shannon coming in as the new chair, which I'm totally excited about. Shannon. And I will be there to support her. I will be there, you know, to backstop anything that goes on with the chamber, because I'm really proud of what is going on and how we are involved and engaged. I did a bit this year with Skyline College. I actually was, you know, one of a speaker at one of their international presentations in San Francisco, which was excellent. I worked with Yvonne on that, and she gave me the, you know, honor of being one of their speakers. And I thought it was so well put together. It was so well presented, and it was, the venue was, you know, I've gone to ones that were just totally, you know, big business, and they fell flat on their face. This one here, I was just totally impressed. So it's that kind of thing, engagement in different ways that we find ourselves having to be partnerships. We have to be collaborative, and that's why I listen to that one word just struck me so hard in my heart, and I said, no, it isn't indivisible. I think in San Bruno we've got a great forward, you know, outlook, and with it, with the team that we're going to put together and assemble here. But I also have to thank the past board members, many that have been here, like Gwen, all the years that you committed service to, you know, this community through that. Thank you so much. I mean, and if it wasn't, you know, the directory that we have coming is really a version 2 of version 1 that Gwen helped to stage and set up. And I'll tell you what, version 2 is just totally excellent. So you got to take a look at it. It's going to be online. It's got all the new technologies. We're trying to get web enabled and try to get into the mainstream of what's today. But thank you so much, Gwen. And certainly with a lot of the new members that are coming in, it's certainly going to be a really exciting year for us, I think. And with that, I'll turn it back over to Jamie to share with some of the past accomplishments of this last year. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pat. This was actually supposed to be his turn, but he didn't. He's like, yeah, you can check out the limelight for a minute. So I did write this for Pat to say, but I'll go ahead and do it. Here we go. A brief account of what the San Bruno Chamber has accomplished this past year. We proudly welcomed 43 new chamber members to the chamber. We increased our stability as a nonprofit by 21% over the previous year. We relaunched our website, which serves our members even better. We had another successful multi-chamber business expo with over 600 attendants. If you don't go to that, please go to that. It's the first Thursday in August, and it's amazing. We welcomed Senator Jerry Hill at the State of the County address. We have partnered with Google and YouTube several times this year to help educate and enlighten our membership on cutting-edge technology and business practices. We also partnered many times with Skyline College and the Bay Area Entrepreneur Center for our monthly networking meetings, our business workshops, bringing speakers, educators, and experts in various fields to meet our members and network with them and teach them a little bit more about how to be successful. We aligned with the San Bruno Park School District by bringing coffee and conversation with our new superintendent, Cheryl Olson, and Nancy Krause. We acknowledged our members at the Excellence in Business and Business of the Year Awards. We produced an outstanding business directory. It will be delivered to each and every one of your homes and your businesses. We have a little snapshot of that. I'd like to just brag about it a little bit. There's a few people in this room, and Pat already thanked Gwen, but there's a couple more that I'd like to thank. We all worked very hard on this project, and we hope that you will enjoy it. You see the Q link there? It links to our website. It links to this. So you'll be able to access the chamber membership at any time. So can we scroll a little bit? Just to give you a brief, can you? All right, cool. Go quicker, there we go. We have a calendar of events, our board members, why the chamber, the city information. The city information is great. Please take time to read it. And cable, and then this is how, just stop on one of these pages. This is an example of how we are highlighting our members. If you notice, the black and white those are businesses in San Bruno. So we incorporated the businesses in San Bruno, but then we highlighted our members. So the blue box is the one you want to choose for any of these things, because that is coming with the highest recommendation possible from the San Bruno Chamber of Commerce. So there you go, just a quick snapshot, and you'll see it very soon. In the next few weeks, it will be delivered to your homes. Oh, the thanking part. Where's Evelyn and Pam? Okay, Evelyn Standard partnered with us to put the directory together, and I can't tell you how many late nights we were proofing and proofing and proofing. If there's a misspelled word, I will eat crow. No, I don't think I like crow. I'll eat a hot dog. Okay, Evelyn, and then also Pam, of course. Pam, our office manager at the chamber, did a phenomenal job. And not only do these ladies work hard every single day to make the chamber a better place and the membership better, they are totally dedicated, and we certainly appreciate it. Thank you so much, ladies. I'm so proud of the directory. Our traditional networking mixers were always a big hit. We had a record-breaking year for Taste of San Bruno. How many of you were at Taste of San Bruno this year? Yeah, it was great. We had probably 150 people more than we typically would have. So it was a great event, and we will continue to do those types of events and more in this coming year. At this time, are you done eating, Jim? All right. I would like to invite our mayor, Jim Ruane, to present the State of the City address.
Well, thank you, Jamie. And as I've been saying for the last number of years, I am Jim Ruane, the very proud mayor of the wonderful city of San Bruno. And I'm very pleased to be here today to celebrate and congratulate the new San Bruno Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors, and to share some of the highlights of the city of San Bruno's activities and accomplishments of the past year and what we can look forward to in 2016. Before I go any further, I would like to take a moment to thank the Chamber of Commerce and each of you for your continuing support to the city of San Bruno. I know that you're each proud of our community, and working together, I know we can continue to accomplish some great things. We have our entire city council here today. They've been introduced already. So I'd like to recognize each of them for their tireless work on behalf of our community. For those of you who have not already met San Bruno's newest city council member, I would like to introduce Vice Mayor Marty Medina. Vice Mayor Medina joined the city council just last month, following the recent November 2015 election, in the seat filled since 2009 by former Vice Mayor Michael Salazar. As we welcome Vice Mayor Medina, I also want to recognize Vice Mayor Salazar's service during an especially important and productive time in our city's history. We appreciate his contributions to our progress over the last year and before. Talking about the recent November election, the voters' approval of Measure R and U sets the stage to assure that the city will continue to be served by persons with professional qualifications and capability in the important positions of city clerk and city treasurer. Approval of the two ballot measures means that beginning at the end of the current incumbent's terms in 2017, the city will use a recruitment and selection process similar to that we now use to select our professional staff to appoint the city clerk and treasurer instead of using the election process, which only requires that candidates be 18 years of age and residents of San Bruno. You may remember that last year I reported on the then recent approval of Measure N on the November 2014 ballot that approved new development standards that are critical to the city's ability to implement and realize the vision and transformation of the community's downtown and business areas as they are set out in the city's transit corridors plan. We are already off to a very good start with two new projects in the corridor area now approved and entitled. At the former cinema site, right at the southern gateway to our downtown, the new San Bruno Plaza project will begin rising out of the ground in just a few months. In July, the City Council and others gathered with Saris Regis Company to celebrate the start of demolition of the former San Bruno Cinema building, once a community fixture and more recently a deteriorated eyesore. Demolition was completed in August to make way for the exciting Plaza project, a three-story complex with 83 new residential units and 7,000 square feet of new retail space. This vibrant, new, transit-oriented development will offer amenities for bicycle enthusiasts and close, convenient connections to transit for those new residents who do not happen to work right here in San Bruno. Completion and occupancy is still about 18 months away, but the start of construction this spring will be tangible evidence of San Bruno's exciting future. A second new project in the transit corridor plan area was just approved by the City Council 2 short blocks above El Camino Real. Here, a new 2-story, 15,268 square foot building will be constructed to house medical offices and a kidney dialysis center to serve what we understand is a big need in our region. Demolition of the existing 10,000 square foot existing medical office building is expected by late summer this year, with construction to commence by the end of the year. We look forward to welcoming the new occupants in late 2017. Elsewhere in the transit corridors area, the city is receiving an increasing number of inquiries and preliminary proposals for development or redevelopment of properties that now have increased potential under the new Measure N development standards. Perhaps most exciting are the plans being developed for redevelopment of the former First National Bank, the building at the heart of the transit corridor area directly across the street from our new Caltrain station on San Bruno Avenue. The property has recently been sold to a new owner who is working closely with our staff and adjacent property owners to consider a new transit-oriented mixed-use residential and commercial project. Overall, 2015 continued to show strength in the business and development areas in San Bruno. One of the indicators of that strength of the economic environment is the number of building permits that were issued. During 2015, the city issued a total of 1,523 building permits. This is up from 1,122 just a few years ago at the depth of the recent recession. The largest increase was in the residential sector, where we have seen a rise from 239 residential alteration applications or remodel permits in 2009 to 580 in 2015. The number of permits issued for commercial alterations, tenant improvements for new businesses in existing buildings, and the like rose during the same time period from 55 to 86. Business investment in San Bruno continues to be very strong. During the past year, not only did YouTube complete interior improvements at its headquarters located at 901 Cherry, it also acquired 2 existing office buildings at 900 and 1000 Cherry. YouTube has also completed interior renovation of the office buildings and has increased its presence in San Bruno by an additional 1,200 employees. Also in the Bay Hill Office Park, Walmart.com acquired a 103,000 square foot building on Elm and completed a full remodel in 2015 to accommodate approximately 600 new employees. This isn't the only development in the office park. The San Francisco Police Credit Union will be at the city's Planning Commission next to seek entitlement for construction of its new 3-story office building. This new building on the 1.7-acre site of the former TGI Fridays restaurant is planned to house the credit union's offices in 66,800 square feet with 2 levels of subterranean parking. We look forward to seeing the start of construction for this project. Assuming approval of the project, construction could begin as soon as late this year, with completion and occupancy in early 2018. The project that is the most exciting is the proposed hotel at the crossing. That will not only fulfill a long-held community dream, but will create a signature gateway to the city and help ensure San Bruno's long-term economic vitality. In September, the city formally adopted an amendment to the U.S. Navy site and its environment-specific plan to support the development of the hotel project. The city is now working with OTO, one of the primary hotel development companies in our area, to complete final review and approval for the new 143-room select service hotel with 3,000 square feet of meeting and event space that will accommodate up to 300 people at weddings, meetings, parties, and other events on the remaining 1.5-acre site within the crossing development. The project is planned to meet a high standard of energy efficiency with rooftop solar panels and 2 natural gas shuttles to pick up and drop off hotel patrons. Once the entitlement process is complete in the next few months, construction could begin this year. And I would like to add that despite some unwarranted controversy and innuendo regarding the financing of this project, this council has always had as its highest priority the interest of one group of people we serve and hold in the highest esteem, the citizens of San Bruno. But it is not just private investment and development that moves our community forward and increases our vitality. The past year marked the initiation of 2 great new infrastructure initiatives for San Bruno with the conversion of all of the city's approximately 2,100 streetlights to new state-of-the-art energy-efficient fixtures and the installation of new smart water meters throughout the community. In total, the City Council has committed new investment of over $7 million in city capital resources. The new light-emitting diode or LED lamp fixtures not only greatly improves visibility for pedestrians, cyclists, and motorists, and creates a safer environment with brighter white light illumination, the fixtures are long-lasting and durable, offering a decrease in outages and maintenance costs. The city's $1 million cost for this project will be covered by electricity cost savings over the next 9 to 10 years and reduced energy consumption and carbon emissions forward the city's commitment to environmental protection. Over the last 6 months, the city staff has been working with our contractor to replace each of our community's approximately 11,000 residential water meters. The city's residential meter system was installed over 20 years ago. With about 8,500 meters replaced to date, the Advanced Water Meter Project has already improved our ability to track water usage and assist in identifying potential water leaks and other system problems. The new system will improve efficiency and accuracy of the water meter reading process by fully automating it and allowing remote monitoring and tracking of water usage by individual customers and the city through the internet. Where residents now receive their water bill and usage information every 60 days, internet access will allow individual customers to see their water use at any time directly from their computer. The city expects that more accurate and timely water use monitoring will improve water conservation efforts by identifying usage patterns and identifying abnormalities in real time. Speaking of water conservation, we can all be proud of San Bruno's performance during this time of severe drought throughout the state. Per capita consumption in San Bruno was already low compared to most other Bay Area communities. For the last reporting period in November 2015, water use in San Bruno was down even further by 21%. Another important initiative the city completed over the last year is our comprehensive website redesign and upgrade. This project engaged the creativity and effort of employees from all departments across our organization to make sure that our website has the information residents, businesses, and visitors alike need to know, that it is easy to navigate, and most importantly, that anyone who needs to conduct business with us can do so directly from their electronic device. Take a look and try it out, www.sanbruno.ca.gov. We would like to know your feedback to help us make the website even better. Further on the city's efforts to continually upgrade and improve the community's infrastructure, the City Council has decided to supplement its annual funding for neighborhood street repairs over the next couple of years by adding $3 million to our street repair program, using funds we received as reimbursement for the staff time required to respond to the ongoing community needs related to the 2010 PG&E explosion and fire. Lastly, in the area of infrastructure, during the coming year, we are proud that we will see 2 new parks developed in our community. The long process to rebuild the Crestmore neighborhood will be completed during the coming year, with replacement not only of the streets, sidewalks, and other surface infrastructure damaged in the explosion and fire, but with replacement of the neighborhood's pocket park with a newly redesigned and expanded park that the neighborhood will be proud of. 10 homes that are being developed for sale to replace some of those destroyed in 2010 will be completed in the next few months and ready for the next generation of families to join our community and this very special neighborhood. On the other side of town, near our downtown, we are excited to be able to add a completely new park at 324 Florida Avenue. The city purchased this very special historic property last year from the Clayton family in order to provide the new park amenity in the neighborhood. Mrs. Clayton grew up in the house built in the early 1900s by her grandfather, a master woodworker from Switzerland. Although the property has fallen into serious disrepair over the last many years, it still houses beautiful examples of the master woodworker's craft, and we plan to save and restore some of the most significant pieces. Looking forward to San Bruno's future, this is truly a most exciting time for us. Working in coordination with the San Bruno Community Foundation, 2016 will see the first of the $70 million in community restitution funds deployed to fulfill the city's council objective to see that the funds are used to provide long-term and enduring benefit to the entire San Bruno community. The foundation has developed an aggressive program to make sure this is accomplished. In addition to establishing a community grant and scholarship program that the foundation will deliver itself, the foundation has developed plans to collaborate with the city this year to complete 4 projects designed to enhance and benefit the community. We will consider the proposals at our city council meeting at the end of this month, and we are anxious to get started quickly. The foundation proposes to provide funding to continue our new and successful 2-year tradition to celebrate our community with the Community Day in the Park event and to provide some needed pedestrian improvements in the downtown and in the Bay Hill Office Park areas. Funds to assist the development of the new park at 324 Florida will assure that this community amenity is built soon. Lastly, and most exciting, is the offer of funding for completion of a facilities master planning process to set the vision for new community facilities, including a library, a swimming pool, and a recreation center. While we know that even $70 million is not enough to fully pay for development of all of these needed facilities, the master plan process will make sure the vision is set and we can move forward on all fronts to get funding in place over time. There are 2 other initiatives front and center in the city's radar screen that I also want to mention. First is the development of our community walk and bike master plan. Members of our bicycle and pedestrian advisory committee, along with our staff, have been busy out in the community for the last several months, soliciting comments and suggestions from residents about how we can improve conditions throughout the city for pedestrians and cyclists, and how we can make better connections among our bicycle and pedestrian pathways and between these pathways and our public transit corridors. Our goal is a completely bicycle and pedestrian-friendly community. To date, we have over 1,000 comments to us in developing the plan for City Council consideration later this year. Also ahead for the City of San Bruno is yet another step forward in our San Bruno Cable's continuing efforts to keep San Bruno at the forefront of the rapid growth in opportunities that evolving technology offers. City Council met right before Christmas to approve a project to install direct fiber connections to every unit at the Shelter Creek condominium complex. Once connected in the next few months, Shelter Creek residents will be able to access the internet with 1 gigabyte bandwidth and speeds rivaling any in the industry anywhere. San Bruno Cable has struggled financially for the last several years as technology industry competition has eroded subscriber counts and revenue, but our commitment to the best available service and to meeting the needs of San Bruno residents has never wavered throughout the nearly 45-year history of this unique community resource. We look forward to using the fiber project at Shelter Creek as a solid example or test case for how further expansion of San Bruno Cable's fiber network might perform in increasing subscriber revenues. In closing, my remarks today would not be complete without some words about the continuing work our city is continuing to do to make sure that the necessary improvements are made to our state's utility regulatory system and to our nation's gas pipeline system operations so that what happened in San Bruno in 2010 never happens again anywhere. Although our community has certainly triumphed over adversity and disaster, we will never forget what happened here. And we have a responsibility to turn the legacy of that tragedy to something positive we can all be proud of. We have done that and more. And still, even more than 5 years later, we see that our work is not yet complete. During the past year, we have finally begun to see some positive changes and reform take shape. New leadership was installed at the California Public Utilities Commission with a new mission of real reform, a direct result of the city's tireless work to highlight the real extent of corruption under former President Peavy's administration that had plagued that public agency for at least the last dozen years, seriously compromising transparency and public safety. In May, the Mayor's Council on Pipeline Safety, a nationwide coalition established by San Bruno and Allentown, Pennsylvania, hosted its first pipeline safety conference engaging in public officials, utility representatives, and labor unions in a productive and timely discussion about safety initiatives. In closing, I want to again thank each of you for being here today, for your interest and for your support to our community. As the new year dawns, it is a time not only for reflection, but of preparation and energy to take on the challenges and to seize the opportunities that await in 2016. The San Bruno of tomorrow is in our hands. I look forward to working together with each of you to make this yet another year of accomplishment and pride for the city of San Bruno. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jamie. Okay. Right here?
Yep.
Okay. At this time, I would like to invite Mark Hirschman of Senator Jerry Hill's office, Ben Cohen of Assemblyman Kevin Mullen's office, and David Baruto from Supervisor Dane Pine's office for a very special presentation.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Another round of applause for our incredible mayor and our great city. We have a special presentation, and I'd like to ask Gwen Daly and Sherry Colleen, please, to join me up here. Get the cameras ready, please. Come on over here. These fine gentlemen here representing Senator Jerry Hill's office, Supervisor Dave Pine, and Assemblyman Kevin Mullen, who would like to have been here today but are in Sacramento doing what they do best. Gwen has served on the San Bruno Chamber Board for many years. I want to say somewhere around 6. She has been fundamentally involved in the preparation and gathering of the business directory that we do every 2 years. And she has been a wonderful salesperson and a great representative for the Chamber of Commerce. And our elected officials would like to honor you by giving you 3 separate certificates. And Sherry Colleen from Skyline College is another superstar on our board of directors. Thank you for all that you have done to help us move forward and aligning us with Skyline and the BAEC and the incredible events that we've been able to have here. Thank you, Sherry, so much. And we look forward to seeing you again, I know. So thank you, Sherry. Now, if Mayor Ruane will approach the podium one more time and officiate the swearing in of officers of Board of Directors.
right, will the following people please come forward? Pat Nielsen Consulting. Barbara Einsiedel of Gordon Associates. Dennis Samet of Artichoke Joe's. Caitlin Niedermeyer of YouTube. Max Wayne of Nuri's Restaurant. Shannon Welch-Moore of Welch Family Partners. Robert Riekel of San Bruno Patch. Joey Oliva of Marshall Realty. Scott Hart of PG&E. Josie McHale of Mac Cutting Boards. Saida Stroud of Skyline College, David Waltering of the City of San Bruno, and Jamie Monazon of the San Bruno Chamber of Commerce. All right, please raise your right hand. Wait for David. Now you can raise your right hand. All right. You've been elected to the Board of Directors of the San Bruno Chamber of Commerce. This honor reflects the caring that you have about San Bruno in general, and in particular, the success of its business community. Your fellow San Bruno Chamber of Commerce members have asked you to accept the challenge of leading the Chamber and are placing their trust in you to move this organization forward and to work to accomplish its mission to promote and enhance the economic growth and vitality of San Bruno businesses and the community. By accepting this challenge, you are committing yourself to the hard work that leadership entails. You will be responsible for ensuring the continued success of this 74-year-old organization. Will you accept this commitment?
I will.
I'm assuming you all saw I will. Right? Okay. Will Shannon Welch-Moore please step forward? Shannon, as incoming chairman of the board, it is my privilege to present this gavel to you. In accepting the gavel and the leadership, it symbolizes you're accepting the ultimate challenge of leading this organization in the areas you have chosen for this year. I know that your year will be successful and that you will serve with distinction. Do you accept this challenge?
I do.
There you are. All right. Just to shake your hand, but I'm going to give you a hug. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure and honor to present your newly elected Board of Directors of the San Bruno Chamber of Commerce. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for being here today. The support for the Chamber that you guys all have is really tremendous, and we, as a board, would like to thank you all for being here. I'm really looking forward for being the chairwoman of the Chamber of Commerce for 2016 and 2017. The board that we have together as a community is very dynamic and full of energy, and I couldn't be more blessed to have such a great team. So can we give them a hand of... And I will draw a lot of strength from our past president, Pat. He's an incredible leader. If you haven't had a chance to work with Pat, his vision for San Bruno and his enthusiasm as a leader is amazing, and I look forward to working with him. He's actually decided to be my right-hand person for 2016, which is really helpful when you take on a position like this. So thank you, Pat. And also, I'd like to thank Jamie. She's continued to show her commitment for the Chamber, and it's really contagious to work with her side by side. She gets you riled up for any sort of event. She always has a smile on her face when you call her or when you see her. And also, you can call Jamie and she'll come and help you right then and there. She's a great team leader, and we are really blessed to have her. So can we give her a round of applause? And I'm really excited to continue down this path with Jamie, so thank you. And speaking of paths, my grandfather, Joe Welch, he paved the way for this vision and instilled a great love of the community of San Bruno in me and my family. He was proud to call San Bruno his home for over 60 years, and I'm really humbled to be here in this position to represent him and my family, so thank you.
Wow, that was so moving. Thank you. Congratulations, board members. It's going to be another great year. I look forward to all the great things we're going to do together. Special thanks again to Skyline College, Dr. Stroud. And I'd like to also thank Linda Bertolotti from Skyline for helping us get this thing going. I know she's not feeling well, but she was here helping us set up. So I'd like to thank you all again. And I think we're going to end early. Unless anybody else wants to come up and say a few words. Oh, yeah, we'll get pictures of the board. Board stay, please. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed today's event. And please network and enjoy yourselves for the rest of the next half hour. Thank you so much.